Hi everybody! Today I got the milk container from McDonald's with Rosita from Sing 2. So I'm going to be using this bottle and turning this into Rosita's head. So let me go ahead and cut this off so I can use this picture here for the reference picture. There you go. And I think I did wash out the container, but I could tell that they're still a little dirty. Don't want the Rosita to smell like rotten milk. There you go. Nice and clean, okay. There's a picture of Rosita. I got some of these tools that help you to shape things with clay. To air dry clay. I think I'm going to stuff this part with a little foil. Okay, here we go. Oh gosh, that is actually looking a little lumpy. I think I smacked Rosita's head down. So the top of the bottle was too tall and it's going to make Rosita's head look weird. So I have to trim it down a little bit and then put more foil inside. So now I'm going to speed up the video a bit and I'm going to be shaping the clay all around the bottle and smoothing it out to make Rosita's body, her ears, and her nose. And I'm using this Crayola air dry clay and a rolling pin and a couple of carving tools to help me smooth everything out. Now I'm going to remove some of the excess clay from the bottom. This way Rosita can stand up nice and straight. And I have an oval shape here that I'm going to make into the nose. And I'm using this tool to pinch the parts of clay together so it'll really stay on there. Right here I used a little carving tool to carve in the facial features on Rosita, but I thought it looked a little weird, so I actually smoothed the clay back over and decided I would just paint on the features. I used the smooth handle of the carving tool to smooth over the clay from where I carved the facial features, and I'm removing some excess clay from Rosita's nose because I made it too big. The ears were pretty easy. You just have to make 2 clay triangles and just press it onto the head and roll the carving tool onto the other clay to join it together and make it totally smooth. So here's how Rosita came out. Now I have to let her dry for 24 hours and keep her safe. My house is pretty busy and full of pets and kids, so I hope nobody knocks it down. And next I'm going to just remove a little bit more of that nose because I made it too big still. And I want it to look cute just the way Rosita looks. And then I will let this dry and come back and paint it in a day. I'm also using a little water just to smooth things over. This way Rosita will look nice and even and not too lumpy or bumpy. So it's actually 2 days later. Here's how Rosita came out. She's totally dry and ready to paint, but sadly, when she dried, there's big cracks that formed. I repaired this over 3 times, but the cracks still keep coming back. I don't know why. That's one thing I don't like about the Crayola air dry clay. I've also made other things, and so have my kids, and then the little sculptures just like crumble or they crack. So probably if you can get a better quality air dry clay, I would recommend it over the air dry Crayola clay. And so here's some paint that I'm going to go ahead and paint Rosita with. They almost match up to her pretty well. I hope the paint, I can fill in the cracks with the paint and it will look more smooth later on. Now it's time to paint the facial features, and I'm going to start with the eyes. Next, it's time to make the nostrils for the nose. For the mouth, I'm going to start off with a little white area for her teeth. And I'm adding a little bit more white to widen up the eyes and make them a little bit bigger. I'm using a fine tip marker for Rosita's eyeliner and her eyelashes. It's time to paint in the inside of the eyes, the little pupils, and I have this really pretty color right here. Now I'm just going to use some black to follow around the curve of where I made the white area for the teeth. Now I'm just using the little marker to touch up the fine details. Alright, Rosita is almost done. Now I'm just shortening the nostrils, and I'm going to add some lipstick and some blush. So everybody, that's how Rosita looks. I hope you like how she came out. With all her details. I wish the clay didn't crack right there. I tried to cover with the paint. The paint did a good job at covering up some of the little cracks, but there is still that one. I hope you like this idea for a fun project on how to turn your milk bottle into Rosita. And now it's Rosita's turn. Hi! I'm a little nervous, but I gotta do it for the babies. Oops, look what you made me do. Look what you made me do. Look what you made me do.